Today we're taking a look at a HX Outdoors Sniper's Tactical Knife, and that's coming up next here on Jesse B Outdoors. Welcome back everybody, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below if you like videos like this. First off, I'd like to thank HX Outdoors for sending this out to the channel for us to try out. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to take it over to the table. I'm going to unbox it, show you everything it comes with, go over some of the features about it, and tell you my overall thoughts about it. These are going to be initial thoughts. I'm going to probably end up doing another video on this outside, but I want to do my inside testing with it in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Now we're at the table here, and let's pop this open here and see what we got in the box right here. Right here we have the knife in the sheath right there. Then we got a little business card in the shape of a knife. That's pretty cool. Has our social medias on there. And then you flip it over on the other side. It gives you some of their info on that. That's very nice. And then it looks like we got a cleaning cloth. And that's everything that comes in the box here. Now my initial thoughts looking at this is very nice sheath. You got a couple places to put lanyard holes in there. Got a couple of slots for anything else here. It does come with a tech lock. Has a little bit of a thumb brake there. I like that, to pop that off right there. Nice loud snap to lock that in. Let's try that again. This thing ain't going nowhere. Just a little bit of noise. Not much at all, but that thing is locked in there pretty good. Looking at the blade right here. Very nice. Got a lanyard loop back here. Looks like it's got a breaker in the back here, or crack somebody in the head. Overall, this thing looks like it is pretty nice. Of course, this is a Full-Tang. Get a nice good grip on it that way. Got a generous finger choil or sharpening choil there. That is actually a perfect finger choil, so I'm going to call it a finger choil more than a sharpening choil there. Very nice, very nice. Let's go over some of the features about this. The Sniper's Tactical Knife comes with a Tanto blade design. The blade material is made of 7CR17 MOV, and it has a hardness of 55 to 56 HRC. The handle material is made of G10, which is nice and grippy and very durable. The surface treatment has the original forged finish. It comes with a nicely done Kydex sheath with a tech lock belt style clip. The thickness of the blade is 4.5 millimeters. The length of the blade is 3.88 inches. The length of the handle is 4.92 inches, for a total overall length of 9.09 inches. And it weighs in at 0.63 pounds. Now, in case you don't follow the channel, or you've never seen one of my knife videos, the way I like testing knives is I like to see how they cut paper, I like to see how they cut cardboard, paracord, and rope. To me, these are going to be the basics that you're probably going to be cutting with any knife. Yes, this is a tactical knife and you probably should be doing more with it, but for inside, that's what I like doing. I will probably end up doing another video outside separate and see if it could do any outdoor task, but in this video, I'm just going to concentrate on my inside testing, so let's get started. Alright, now the first test we're going to do is paper here, and I always warn everybody, I am not the best paper cutter in the world, but if the knife is sharp, that definitely helps a lot with cutting paper. So let's go ahead and get started here. We'll just try and start on the end right here. Alright, it cut that pretty good. Oop, got a little hung up right there. Got past that little hang up, and it worked good. Looks like it's hanging up a little bit in that area right there. Let's see if we can get this go again. So it looks like if we start in the back, get it going here, work our way through. That time we did pretty good. Try this one more time. Yep, when it gets about right there on the blade, it seems to have a little hang up. Let's start in the back again. That was horrible. Let's do a little bit better one here. Right, there we go. That one was a little bit better. But it does seem to have a little hang up in a couple of spots on here. So we'll keep a note on that for the end. And cut the rest of that off there. So I would say it didn't do the best, but it did pretty good. Let's move on to the cardboard. Now we got the piece of cardboard here, and we'll try this out and see how this works here. Same thing, I'm just going to start at the back, work my way through, try not to cut open my mat like I've done with other knives. Now it looks like, until I got right there, which is about in that same area, if I don't hit that area just right, it seems like it's not cutting good. You can see right here how it was smooth, and then it got rough. So to me, it does look like it has a bit of a rough spot on a certain part of the blade, and it seems like you just got to hit it just right for it to do it. Now you can see the cardboard's crunching up right there. Work our way through. I'm going to stop that right there because I don't want to cut my mat. Let's see how we cut across. Alright, cut across with no issues. Going this way, it looks like it's cutting straight perfectly fine, but it seems like when you do a curve and you hit a certain part of that blade, it is catching a little bit. So once again, even on the cardboard, I'm going to say not the greatest, but it's pretty good. I give it a thumbs up. Not the best I've had, but also not the worst I've had. Now we're going to do the paracord here and see how it does. This being a tactical knife, I would hope it would cut some paracord. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like I normally do. We're going to start in the back here on this cut, go all the way through, and of course with no issue it went right through that. And then what I like doing is folding it over, try it in the center part just to see how that part of the blade does. I'm going to choke up on it here because this is the best way to do it. A little bit more effort in the center there, and I could tell when I slid there is a spot in this blade somewhere that is not as sharp as the rest of it. So we'll move over and we'll grab the other piece and try that one more time in the center. See if we have the same effect on it. Try that again. That time it cut a little bit good. My hand went flying though when it did it. So now what I want to do is test the tip out. Try this on the tip. We're going to start right at the tip here since it's a tantal blade. Cut that with no issue. Try that once again. Flip it over. Put it right on the upper part. That part seems to be pretty good. Now cutting the cardboard and the paper, that part usually didn't hit the cardboard or the paper. So this is a good test for this tip. Let's see how it's doing. And it's not doing too bad. Got a little piece of glass over here falling over. And we'll try this one more time with the tip. Get it up there. And you can see it's cutting the paracord with the tip just fine. Just seems like somewhere in this area right here there's a spot that's not as sharp as the rest of them. Let's move on to the rope. Now we got the rope and we're going to do the same thing that we did with the paracord. We're just going to line it up. Cut it right dead center of the rope, starting in the back. Alright, went through the rope pretty quick. It didn't even let me slide down at all. So now we'll do this part where we'll get in the middle where we can catch that part a little bit better where I think we have a little bit of an issue. Try that real quick, right in the center. Seems like I hit that spot again. Didn't seem like it cut as smoothly when we hit that part. Try it once again here with the other piece. Get it right in the center of the blade. Looks like it did cut that one a little bit better than the first one, but I still say there's something with that blade right there. Now let's do the tip test. See how it does with rope. Get this up on top. The tips are doing pretty good. That tip is pretty sharp. That's the one thing about a tanto blade here, is trying to get that sharp and that sharp the same sharpness. It is pretty rough to do that sometimes. But it cut through that one once again pretty good. We'll try this piece. Get our testing finished out here. I wonder if I go a little bit lower on the last one how it'll do. That was pretty good. I'm going to go lower on that just to see how we do on that and see if it can cut. Let's try just getting this part in there about halfway down. Still cut through pretty good. Not too bad, not too bad. Like I said, not the best knife I've had doing this testing. Definitely not the worst. Alright, now I got a different piece of paper here that I want to do, just trying to recycle it. I always like coming back to the paper after I do the other stuff just to see how the edge retention is on it. So once again, we will do the same thing here. We'll just run it a few times across the paper. Looks like it's not doing too bad. Oop, right there I hit that spot again. But once you get past that spot, it is pretty good. So what my thoughts are is if I strop this, I could probably guarantee you this thing would cut a lot better after stropping, because every time I hit that one certain area, it doesn't do that good. But everywhere else, as long as I don't get in that one spot, seems to do pretty good. So I bet you with a good stropping, this thing would probably sharpen right back up. You saw I hit that spot again. Then I get to right there. But let's try this piece over here. Everything you watch until I get to that spot. Right there, I just got to it and it hit. A good stropping would definitely clean this knife up and make it a lot better. So what's my final thoughts here of the HX Outdoors Sniper's Tactical Knife? First one is, we always start with the negatives. It needs a good stropping. I think if it had a good stropping, this blade where it was catching and not cutting through everything would work a lot better. Could it be better from the factory? Yes. This is probably what I would consider a somewhat budget knife, maybe up on the higher end. So I would expect it to be a little bit sharper, but I can almost guarantee if we strop that up, it would probably cut a lot better. Any other negatives about it? On the actual knife, I can't think of no other negatives besides that blade. It feels good in the hand and everything. It seems pretty decent there. Now, the one thing I think is a negative, and this is a personal one, not everybody's going to agree with me. I do not like these Tech-Lock clips on the sheaths here. And the only reason why is because I'm a bigger guy, and when I put that on my belt, it crams the top and the bottom into me and makes it totally uncomfortable. They are very nice because they're easy to use. They pop open, and you have all these different holes in there to put this at different angles and everything. I am not a big fan of these though, but that is just a personal preference. Now, because of that belt clip, what would I use this for? I actually had a backpack sent to me, and what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this clip, and what I'm going to do is probably put it upside down on the one strap, because when I use knives, I'm left-handed, but I use knives with my right hand because my gun's usually on my left side because I'm left-handed. So I'm probably going to mount this to the strap here, pointing downward so I can grab it, because as I showed you guys, the retention on this sheath is great. There's just a little bit of noise. I'm sure you can probably hear that. There's a little bit of noise, but this thing is really not going to go anywhere. And I think it would hang upside down on that strap perfectly fine for me to grab it to be able to use it in case I need it. Another thing I like, they do have a slight thumb brake here. So you can pop that off with your thumb. And it does pop off pretty good, as you see there. So that is a very nice touch on it to have it break away like that. You know, besides that clip, the sheath, I think they did a real good job on it. You know, it's just a Kydex taco style sheath. Locks in good and everything. I like that. I mean, overall, the only negative I could find about it is that blade. The finger choil, nice and generous there. Absolutely love that. Somewhere during the video, I did manage to cut my finger just a little bit right there. And I am going to guess it's when I was messing with this. But I'm going to guarantee you that was my fault, not the knife's fault. Because you can see right there, I have plenty of room to put my finger in there. That is nice and generous. So that was probably on me not paying attention, which happens sometimes when you're messing with knives. You need to be careful, and I wasn't there. And I did cut my finger open a little bit. So if you guys like the looks of this and want to check it out, I'll have a link down below for you guys to check it out. Also, don't forget to check out the other links down below. Down there, I have links to Axel Hearing Protection, Gators Eyewear, and a bunch of other companies I like dealing with. Some got discount codes to save you guys money. Others are affiliate accounts that do help out the channel. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below. We are One Nation Under God, and I'll see you all on the next one.